Hey, what is going on, viewers? Zesty Num Studios here, and welcome back to another drinks review. Today we're reviewing another one of these GFuel flavours, but this one is going to be on the incredibly themed Tetris Blast. Now, the flavour of this is meant to be rainbow candy, and I'll get to that in just a second. So anyways, got this drink out of the English website Sweets and Sour, which again is one of these English websites that sells, American drinks, candy, sweets, chocolate and other stuff from around the world. I think it costs £3.99, which is not too bad really. It seems you can pay up to £5 for these. So yeah. Anyways, let's give you guys a full 360 of the packaging. So we have an awesomely themed can designer. It only takes a brand like GFuel to literally go and make a Tetris themed drink. You wouldn't ever see Red Bull or Monster or Rockstar doing that, would you now? So thank God for these kind of third-party brands that, do these incredible kind of collabs and, mashups of different brands and just flavors. It's just so incredible. So yeah, we've literally got the Tetris blocks going over the can as well, multicolored GFuel logo, and just again multicolored kind of just all over the label, which is just really freaking awesome. Really nice design there. We've got this nutritional facts on one side, and again it's pretty much the front label with just nutritional facts on the back. On the bottom we've got nothing, and on the top everything is all standard and silver apart from the pouring, which again is also standard and silver as well. I was meant to say apart from the dent, which unfortunately was just dented in transit. It happens, what delivery people are like. They're sometimes 100 miles an hour, the poor people, but there we go. Anyways, so of course this is zero sugar, as all the GFuels seem to be. Around the top it says performance energy and then extreme focus. Again, I think pretty much the same stuff that most GFuel cans have on there. So it says inspired by Tetris. So yes, literally Tetris Blast, and it's the 473 milliliter can. So having a quick look on the back, there isn't much to really say. It's got zero sugar, as I said. The caffeine content is 300 milligrams of caffeine in total. It hasn't got it per 100 ml, but I do know that is definitely above the average of 32 milligrams per 100 ml. And apart from that, there's no high fructose corn syrup in any of these drinks. So basically, what is rainbow candy? Well, it's obviously just a mixture of the kind of just sweet, super sweet kind of flavors, but rainbow candy is being one of my, that kind of flavor has been one of my all-time favorite kind of flavors of all time. Noticeably, Moose Juice Candy Soda was just incredible. Alani Nutrition Cosmic Starburst or Star Blast, I don't know what it was called, was absolutely incredible flavor. Flavors like that, which are just a mix of generic kind of sweet candy flavors, seem to be my absolute favorite, and they don't come along that often. So hopefully this does taste as I'm expecting it to in my head, and if so, that then is, well, that'll probably be my most favorite GFuel flavor. Anyways, guys, it's nice and cold. Got my Zesty Num Studios cup, but nevertheless, let's open it and hopefully it doesn't explode over me. So anyways, most of the GFuels have been clear in colour so far, although some of them had a yellowy kind of tint to them, really, and a bit of a brownish tint here and there, just very mildly, but for the most part they are clear in colour. Again, no artificial colouring to keep them as healthy as possible. Right, this has been dented, so I have got a bad feeling about this, so be prepared, guys, for it to explode everywhere. I should get a tissue really, but I'm risking it for the viewers. Nope, we are safe. I thought risking it while my PC screens are just there, which wouldn't be a good idea. Anyways, so yeah, we survived the opening. So, and the colour is, surprise, surprise. Although again, this seems to have just a little bit of a tinge of colour to it, which we'll have a close look in a second. There we go, concentration face. So yeah, this again seems to have that very mildly kind of just very off yellowy kind of tinge. Again, it's very mild. You probably might be able to notice it on camera, but it is just very mild. Again, not kind of like, basing it on anything. It's not a good or a bad thing. It's just telling you that's just got a little bit of a tinge colour to it. Fizz wise, it seems about normal fizziness. Doesn't seem overly fizzy like Coke or Pepsi, which is generally a bit too fizzy in general. I generally prefer lightly sparkling or kind of middle of the range fizz. And at the end of the day, the actual drink is see-through, as you can see my face. Hello, through the drink. Anyway, let's give it a closer smell and see what it smells like. Oh wow. it just smells like you've mashed up a load of just sweet flavors together, almost like you've mashed up a load of Skittles or a load of Starburst or just something like that. Just really kind of that sweet, juicy flavor. They've just mashed it all together. Oh, that smells so nice. And in a way, it smells a bit sherbety as well, interestingly. It smells a bit sherbety, but there we go. Well, nevertheless, guys, really looking forward to this. Let's taste some. Okay, you can probably tell from my reaction, I'm not that impressed by it. Really underwhelming, actually. Really underwhelming. Yeah. Well, that was a disappointment, shall I say. I was expecting a hell of a lot more stronger flavour than that. I would say straight off the bat that I've noticed this with quite a few of the GFuel flavours. I've done about probably, I think I've read about 6 cans of GFuel so far, and I find a lot of them have this really odd kind of chemical, not so much metallic, but just some of them have this chemical artificial taste, and this one's got that weird chemical taste again at the ending of the drink, and I don't know what it is with these cans, but they all seem to have this weird kind of chemical aftertaste. But we'll get to that more in just a second. But the actual flavour itself, well, it's okay sweetness. It's not really that sweet in the grand scheme of things. It's probably just below average really for sweetness. The flavour itself, I guess it is a generic mixed kind of candy flavour, but it's such a weak strength in terms of flavour. You can't really taste it that much. And again, comparing this to like, again, Moose Juice Candy Soda or Alani's Cosmic Stardust, this has got no comparison to the other two. Like, this will be definitely the bottom of the list out of the other two drinks. And I don't know, what they've done to it or how they've done it, but I just think if you were to try the Alani or the Moose Juice one, you'd seriously be impressed at how nice they are compared to this. So yeah, the flavours in that, it's just not that strong, not in that strength overall. And then kind of when you finish that little bit of flavour at the beginning, again, you get this kind of just weird aftertaste. I don't know what it is. I don't know whether I'm just trying to, I think I had really high hopes for these GFuel flavours. Now I've got about 30 cans to review currently, and I'm going through them, and so far I'm not really that impressed, and this is another example of I'm just not that impressed. There's such hype and everything around them and limited editions and whatnot, and again, this, I was absolutely jumping up and down for this, but it hasn't blown me away. It hasn't been unique, it hasn't been out there. There's a weird chemical taste, and the strength just isn't that strong. Yeah, that pretty much sums up the drink, unfortunately. I don't know, it's just, it's nice and cold. It's been in my fridge, so it's nice and chilled, nice and cold, as it should be. But it's just not hitting. It's just not hard hitting. It just, my my mouth is natural. I haven't brushed my teeth. I haven't eaten anything in the past, 3-4 hours. So I'm as neutral and as I guess non-palated, taste as I could be. That even made sense. And basically I'm as neutral as I can be in terms of my mouth and taste buds and everything like that, and it still doesn't taste that great. So yeah, it's just not nice, guys. I'd say save your money, of course, unless you're in America, of course, then these will be like, well, your normal price out there. I don't know how much energy drinks are out there, but of course, pick it up, give it a try if it's $1.50 in America. But certainly, if you're in England here and looking to buy this for £3.99 or more, seriously, guys, don't waste your money. You're better off going to B&M and buying Moose Juice's Candy Soda, which is like, again, I think £1 at £1 for a can, and it's seriously nice. So you're better off doing that. So I think on the Zesty Lime scale of 1 to 10, I think I'll give this I think I'll give it a 3. Yeah, I think I'll give it a 3. I will drink the rest of it off camera because I've paid, the price for it. But yeah, it's just not great. Stick to the others. But anyways, guys, As always, thank you for watching.